how can you repurpose video to get 10 times more content out of it? So for some of our clients, we produce 150 pieces of content per week for them. And we don't do that by creating a new thing every single time. That would be quite exhausting. How we do that is we often take a video and we can repurpose it to create so much more content. And the benefits of doing this is essentially you get your content in front of more people, in front of 10 times more people on many different platforms, which if done right can get you more leads and sales. So what's our exact process that we use in order to repurpose video content? I'm going to take you through that right now. So this is particularly helpful if you've maybe got a small marketing team or you're doing this yourself. You know, creating content every single day and really good original content that's incredibly valuable is so time consuming. So understanding exactly how you can repurpose content is incredibly useful, because what you're doing is you're spending less time trying to think of new ideas and just saving so much time in actually spreading your brilliant ideas already around so more people can actually find them. So the first thing to remember when it comes to repurposing video is that repurposing video does not happen after you've created the video. Repurposing video happens when you're planning your videos. So everybody, when they're coming to a video shoot or you're planning a video day or even just a couple of hours to sit down in front of your phone and just record videos, you should have a plan in mind of exactly how to repurpose that content. And you can see that I have a massive plan with me today, exactly what I'm going to say in this video, but also exactly how I'm going to repurpose these videos into different formats, into graphics, into carousels, into short form video, into blog posts, into LinkedIn posts. I've got all that planned out already, which makes it much easier for my team to then go away and actually do it. If you're just doing this yourself or you have a small marketing team, then you can do this at a smaller scale, but it makes it much easier once you plan it at the beginning, because that means when you come to create the video, you're creating it in a way that can be repurposed later on. Often what you find with video is that if you don't do this planning up front, you create, say, a long form video, and it's very difficult to kind of chop it up into short form posts, or it's very difficult to kind of create a carousel out of it because there isn't really a clean structure to use. So when you start planning videos up front and really thinking about how you can repurpose them, that's when you create really good content that can be spread very wide and very easily. So the first thing you're going to want to do is think about a long form piece of content like this, a long form video of 5 minutes plus that goes through lots and lots of different points. And what you're going to want to do is think about, okay, how will that be chopped up? So already with this video, there are certain sections that I've made that can actually be chopped up into short form sections. And what you're often advised is have a hook at the beginning of every single video. But what you should be doing is having hooks throughout your videos so you can edit these easily into short form videos. So for example, if I went through like a 10-part structure and I said number 9, this, then I wouldn't include that number 9 in there. So you've got to always be conscious of that when you're doing a long form video. Try and make each point sort of stand alone in itself. If you imagine your long form video is an entire TV series, you can break it up into individual episodes, and that's how you should view your long form video. Your long form video is essentially, 10 short form videos kind of very neatly put together, but they can be easily chopped up individually into 10 short forms. So think of video that way. Don't just think of one long form video and kind of not have any structure or narrative to it. Think about it as individual episodes and how those individual episodes can lead to short forms. And that way, when you come to record your video, it's very easy to then chop it up and to make short form video content out of it. So in order to keep including hooks throughout your video, remember to just kind of repeat questions. So say something like, so how can you cut your long form video into short form video? That's a question that you can see that can be easily taken out of this video and into a short form video. So keep repeating those questions throughout as if you've just been asked them in the video. And that's a really good way to kind of make sure that you've got some really good short form video content from your long form video. The next thing you can do is, as you're planning this content, think about what could be pulled out from it that would make really good social media content. So if there's a clean structure to it, obviously you'll find that that makes a really good carousel. So if you've seen LinkedIn carousels or carousels on Instagram, they generally follow a very clean structure. They have a main title, and then they may have a point 1, an explanation, point 2, an explanation, point 3, an explanation, things like that. So if your video follows that structure, that means that it's very, very easy to then repurpose it into a carousel. And you can even use things like ChatGPT or other AI tools to say, okay, I've got this video script, can you transform this into a carousel for me? And this is exactly what I want the carousel to look like. And it can do that for you quite easily, and that's a really, really good, simple way in order to repurpose a video script into a carousel. The same with things like, cheat sheets that you can make or really nice infographics for social media. You can do that in exactly the same way. If your video is structured very, very well, you can easily repurpose them for these different kinds of formats. The final thing, when you plan your videos up front and you've got everything formatted correctly, then you can easily make blog posts out of it because you've already essentially got your key points for your blog post. All you may need to do then is write it up in your tone of voice, include your keywords in there, and really flesh it out, maybe go into a little bit more depth in different areas. But you've got kind of the bones there of a really, really good blog post. And in fact, in our agency, we often take the videos that our clients create and then transform them into individual blog posts for our clients' websites. So from one video, we can typically take around about 10 short form videos out of it. We can also create a blog post out of it. We can create a carousel out of it to go on both Instagram and LinkedIn. We can usually create 4 LinkedIn posts out of it, and we can take kind of inspirational stuff or really good quotes out of it for Twitter. We can also embed it on your website with your blog and put it on YouTube. So there's so many ways that you can repurpose long form video, and you really are missing a trick if you're not doing any of these things. But remember, it all comes from the planning. You can only do this if you plan it in advance. If you're just winging it on your video shoot day, it's very difficult to repurpose it in a good way afterwards. So you have to think how you're planning it in advance, how you're going to repurpose it, and then it makes it much easier further down the line. So I'd love to know, how are you repurposing your long form video, and have you got some inspiration from what I've said today? If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified the next time we release a video.